Did you know that $100 can be the seed of a $100,000 fortune if you know how to plant it? Most people overlook the power of small beginnings. They wait for the perfect moment, the big capital, or the right opportunity. But what if I told you that the real secret to building wealth, it isn't about how much you start with, it's about how you use what you have. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 overlooked strategies that can turn a single $100 bill into a six-figure outcome. These aren't theories, they're practical, proven methods used by investors, entrepreneurs, and financially savvy individuals around the world. I've spent years studying financial behavior, investment psychology, and the habits of wealthy people. And I've seen firsthand how small, smart moves can lead to massive results. So if you're ready to shift your mindset and unlock the potential of your money, let's dive in. So why don't more people turn $100 into something greater? Because most of us are conditioned to believe that wealth requires wealth. That unless you're born into money or land a high-paying job, financial freedom is out of reach. We're taught to chase income, not build assets. To spend first, save later. If there's anything left, think about it. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start investing when I have more money, or I'll launch that idea when I can afford better tools? That mindset keeps millions stuck in a loop, working hard, earning just enough, and never breaking through. I've met countless people who feel frustrated. They work long hours, pay their bills, maybe save a little, but they don't see progress. They feel like they're running in place. And the worst part, they start believing that small money isn't worth managing. But here's the truth. Every wealthy person started somewhere, and many started small. What separates them isn't luck, it's how they treated their first $100. They saw it as a seed, not spare change. Let me tell you about a friend of mine who flipped his first $100 into a digital product that now earns him passive income every month. He didn't wait for perfect conditions, he started with what he had. That's the mindset shift we need, because the real challenge isn't the amount, it's the belief. Once you believe that $100 can grow, you'll start seeing opportunities everywhere, and that's exactly what we're going to explore next. Now that we've reframed how we think about small money, let's talk solutions. Turning $100 into $100,000 isn't about luck or magic, it's about strategy, consistency, and mindset. And while most people chase shortcuts, the real wealth builders follow overlooked paths that compound over time. In this video, we're going to explore 10 powerful strategies that can transform how you use your money. These aren't one-size-fits-all tips, they're flexible, practical, and designed to meet you where you are. We'll start with the power of compound growth, then move into skill building, micro businesses, and reinvesting profits. From there, we'll dive into mindset shifts, free tools, flipping undervalued assets, and creating digital products. We'll also cover common mistakes to avoid and how rich people think differently about small amounts of money. Each strategy is designed to be actionable. You won't just learn, you'll be able to apply what you hear today. So, whether you're starting from scratch or looking to optimize your financial habits, these 10 steps will give you a roadmap to grow your wealth from the ground up. Let's begin with the foundation. The power of compound growth. Let's begin with the foundation of wealth creation. Compound growth. Albert Einstein reportedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Why? Because it's the only force in finance that grows your money exponentially, without requiring more effort from you. Here's how it works. When you invest money and earn returns, those returns get reinvested. Over time, you start earning returns on your returns. It's a snowball effect that gets bigger the longer you let it roll. Let's say you invest $100 every month into a low-cost index fund with an average annual return of 10%. After 10 years, you'd have over $20,000. After 20 years, nearly $70,000. And in 30 years, you'd be looking at over $200,000. That's the magic of compounding. But here's the catch. Most people never start. They think $100 isn't enough. They wait for more, and in doing so, they lose the most valuable ingredient, time. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes. Even if you can only invest a small amount, consistency beats intensity. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. So what can you do today? Open a simple investment account like New Invest, Warren, or XP. Choose a diversified, low-risk fund or ETF. Set up automatic monthly contributions. If it's just $100, leave it alone. Let time do the heavy lifting. The benefit. You're building wealth passively. No extra hours, no side hustle, just smart, patient investing. And once you see your money growing, you'll start thinking differently. You'll stop seeing $100 as just a little and start seeing it as a building block for your future. Now that we've laid the foundation, let's explore how you can use that same $100 to invest in something even more powerful, yourself. If compound growth is the foundation, then skill building is the engine. One of the most overlooked ways to multiply your money is by investing in your own capabilities. With just 100 reals, you can unlock a skill that generates income for years to come. Think about it. Every high-income individual has one thing in common. They've mastered a valuable skill. Let's say you spend $100 on a copywriting course. Within weeks, you're writing ads, emails, or landing pages. You land a few freelance gigs, earn $500, then reinvest in a more advanced course. Before long, you're charging $1,000 per project. That's not theory, it's reality for thousands of people. Asterisk, the same applies to design, video editing, coding, digital marketing, or even AI tools like ChatGPT. These skills are in demand, and platforms like Hotmart and Domestika offer affordable, high-quality training. Here's what you can do today. Choose one skill that aligns with your interests and market demand. Invest $100 in a beginner-friendly course. Dedicate 30 minutes a day to learning and practicing. Start offering your services on platforms like Workana, Fiverr, or LinkedIn. Asterisk, the benefit. You're no longer trading time for money. You're trading expertise. And expertise scales. You can raise your rates, build a brand, or even teach others. More importantly, you're building confidence. Every new skill expands your possibilities. You stop seeing money as something you need to chase and start seeing it as something you can create. And once you've earned your first $500 or $1,000 from a skill you developed, you'll never look at $100 the same way again. Now let's take that momentum and explore how to turn your skill or any small idea into a scalable micro business. Asterisk, once you've built a skill, the next step is turning it into in command. That's where micro businesses come in. A microbusiness is a small, low-cost operation that can grow with demand. And the beauty is, many of them can be started with just $100. No office, no employees, just you, your phone, and a smart strategy. Asterisk, let's say you've learned basic design. You could start selling social media templates on Hotmart or Etsy. Or maybe you're good at writing offer resume services or even flipping items from OLX or local thrift stores counts. These are real businesses, and they scale. One of my favorite examples is a woman who started selling homemade candles with $80. She reinvested her profits, improved her packaging, and now runs a full e-commerce store. Her first sale wasn't huge, but it was the spark. Asterisk, here's how you can start. Identify a skill or interest you can monetize. Use $100 to buy materials. Set up a simple website, or run a small ad. Offer your product or service to friends, family, or online communities. Track every sale and reinvest profits into growth. Asterisk, the benefit. You're creating something that can grow beyond your time. A micro business gives you control, flexibility, and the potential to scale. You're not just earning, you're building. And the best part, you don't need to quit your job or take big risks. You start small, learn fast, and grow smart. Once your micro business starts generating income, the next step is crucial, reinvesting those profits. That's how you turn a side hustle into a serious wealth-building machine. Starting a micro business is powerful, but what you do with the profits is what determines how far you'll go. Most people make their first sale and immediately spend the money. It's tempting, right? You earned it, so why not enjoy it? But here's the truth. The first profit isn't for spending, it's for scaling. This is where the snowball effect comes in. When you reinvest your earnings, you're not just maintaining momentum, you're multiplying it. That $100 business that made $300, reinvest it into better tools, ads, or inventory. That $300 becomes $900. Then $900 becomes $2,000, and so on. It's the same principle as compound interest but applied to entrepreneurship. The more you reinvest, the faster your business grows. And the earlier you build this habit, the more disciplined and scalable your operation becomes. Here's a simple reinvestment strategy. Set a reinvestment rule like 80% of all profits go back into the business. Track every expense and return. Use profits to improve quality, reach, or efficiency, not lifestyle. Delay gratification until your business reaches a sustainable level. The benefit. You're building something that doesn't rely on constant input. You're creating leverage. And over time, your business can generate income that far exceeds what you could earn from a job or passive investment alone. This habit, instead of spending, is one of the clearest differences between those who build wealth and those who stall. And once you've mastered this discipline, the next step is to strengthen the mindset behind it. Because without the right psychology, even the best strategies fall apart. Asterisk, behind every financial breakthrough is a mental shift. Because wealth isn't just built with money, it's built with mindset. Most people sabotage their financial growth not because they lack opportunity, but because they lack patience. They want fast results, instant gratification. But real wealth, it's slow, it's quiet, it's consistent. Rich people think in decades, not days. They don't chase trends, they build systems. They understand that every financial decision is a vote for their future self. Asterisk, let's take a simple example. Two people each receive $100. One spends it on a night out. The other invests it in a skill or asset. 10 years later, One has memories, the other has income. That's the difference. Mindset makes ***. So how do you build this psychology? Start journaling your financial goals. Write them down weekly. Track your habits. What are you spending on and why? Surround yourself with content and people who think long-term. Celebrate progress, not perfection. The benefit. You stop reacting to money emotionally. You start making decisions based on vision, not impulse. And that shift changes everything. Because once you believe that small actions compound into big outcomes, you'll start treating every 100 reels with respect. You'll stop waiting for motivation and start building momentum. And when your mindset is aligned with your goals, even free tools can become powerful levers. That's what we'll explore next: how to use free platforms to amplify your growth without spending a cent more. Now that your mindset is aligned, let's talk about amplification, how to do more with less. One of the biggest myths in entrepreneurship is that you need expensive tools to succeed. But today, some of the most powerful platforms are completely free and they can help you build, market, and scale your ideas with zero upfront cost. Let's say you're creating digital products. Canva lets you design professional-looking templates, ebooks, and social media posts without spending a dime. Want to market your business? TikTok and Instagram give you global reach for free. Need help writing or brainstorming? ChatGPT can assist with content, strategy, and even customer service. These tools aren't just convenient, they're leverage. They save you time, increase your output, and help you compete with bigger players. Here's how to start. Choose one free tool that aligns with your goal: design, marketing, writing, etc. Spend time mastering it. Watch tutorials, experiment, and apply it to your business. Use it to create something valuable: content, product, or service. Share it consistently on free platforms to build visibility. The benefit: you're multiplying your impact without multiplying your expenses. You're building smarter, not harder. And once you've created something valuable, you can take it a step further by flipping undervalued items or ideas into profit. That's our next strategy: the value flip. Now that you've learned how to create value, let's talk about how to spot hidden value on flip it for profit. The value flip strategy is simple. Find something undervalued, improve or reposition it, and sell it for more. It's one of the fastest ways to turn $100 into $500 or more, and it works in almost any niche. Think about books, vintage clothes, electronics, or even domain names. You can find them in thrift stores, garage sales, OLX, or Facebook Marketplace. With a little research and presentation, you can resell them online for a profit. I know someone who started flipping used books. He spent $90 on a box of classics, cleaned them up, listed them on Shopee and Mercado Libre, and made $400 in his first week. Then he reinvested, expanded into rare editions, and now runs a full-time business. Here's how to start flipping. Choose a category you understand: books, fashion, tech, etc. Use $100 to buy undervalued items locally or online. Improve presentation, clean photograph, and write compelling listings. Sell on platforms like Enjoy, Shopee, or Instagram. The benefit: you're learning market dynamics, negotiation, and sales all while making money. And once you master flipping, you can scale it into a brand, a store, or even a digital product. It's not just about profit, it's about perspective. You start seeing opportunities everywhere. You stop consuming and start creating. And speaking of creation, our next strategy is all about building something once that keeps earning forever. Digital assets. If flipping physical items is fast cash, then creating digital assets is long-term wealth. A digital asset is something you build once and sell repeatedly without needing to restock, ship, or manage inventory. Think ebooks, templates, online courses, stock photos, or even Notion dashboards. These products live online and work for you 24/7. Let's say you spend $100 on a Canva Pro subscription and create a bundle of Instagram templates for small businesses. You list them on Hotmart or Etsy, promote them on TikTok, and start making sales. Each sale is pure profit and the product never runs out. I know creators who started with a simple PDF guide and now earn thousands monthly. Their secret: they focused on solving a specific problem and packaged it in a digital format. Here's how to start. Identify a problem you can solve: design, organization, education, etc. Use $100 for design tools, hosting, or a small ad campaign. Create a simple, valuable product. Don't overcomplicate it. List it on platforms like Hotmart, Gumroad. Promote it consistently using free content or paid ads. The benefit: you're building something that scales without your constant involvement. You can earn while you sleep, travel, or work on other projects. And once you've created one digital asset, you'll realize how replicable the process is. You can build a portfolio, automate your sales, and even teach others to do the same. But before you go all in, there's one trap to avoid: wasting your $100 on things that don't grow. Let's talk about that next: the mistakes that keep people stuck.